My name's Stefan Kesting, and I run the Grapple Arts BJJ newsletter, which is a free email newsletter. And every once in a while, I send out a request to that newsletter for questions. So the last time I did that, I got this question. Please teach me the top crucifix. So we'll start with the back crucifix. The back crucifix is when my opponent is here, and I'm controlling his arm with my legs, and I'm controlling his other arm with my arms, and somehow my chest is on his back. We're here. This is the standard back crucifix. And there are all kinds of variations which we'll cover at different times. Now, the top crucifix is similar. I need to control one arm, two arms, and then put my chest on his chest as opposed to my chest on his back. There are lots of ways to get here. The first thing I need to do is control this arm. And one way to do that is to bring your knee over top of it and pin it to the ground. And now I'm controlling one arm here, I'm controlling one arm here, and I've got chest to chest. This is a type of crucifix. And there are lots of things I can do here. But my favorite crucifix comes from Kazuri Kezugatame. We're here, standard side control. I'm going to switch my hips. This is Kazuri, broken Kezugatame. True Kezugatame would be holding the head. Kazuri Kezugatame comes under the shoulder. I'm going to push his arm down and I'm going to step over it. This is relatively easy to get. I either want to pinch my knees together or cross my ankles. I do not want him to escape this arm for free. On this side, I either control the shoulder, waiting for him to bring his arm out. Go ahead. At which point I can catch it in the Americana, bring it down towards his hips, his elbow, and tap. Oh, your shoulder's pretty tight. Okay, we will apply an Americana very, very gently here.
That's pretty tight.
Oh boy. Okay, I know what I need to attack you with. Yeah. But if I don't want to hold the shoulder, I can go to the sleeping on a pillow position. This looks pretty funny to people, but it's really hard for him to get out. That arm is trapped. If he circles it, trying to circle it out, he gives me the Americana. So that's your first attack from here. In an MMA setting, I have this arm free and he's got nothing left. I can punch him here, I can hammer fist him here, I can push his face and drop elbow him here. This is a terrible position to be in. From a submission grappling point of view, I can try to lift his head off the ground here. This is pretty easy. Once I lift his head off the ground, I'm going to step the leg that's on top over his head. Here. I'm going to control his wrist, and I'm going to fall forward. My head is on the ground. This looks really unstable, but I'm actually very, very stable. As long as he doesn't free his arm, try and roll me, it's almost impossible. From here, I control the wrist, and I'm going to triangle my legs. The leg that's on top goes behind the leg that's coming through his armpit. From here, there is definitely a choke. I can make that tighter if I pull the arm. From here, there's also attacks on this arm here. I'm going to open up my legs here to allow Richie to breathe, but I would keep the triangle locked. From here, there's a cutting arm lock. When I attack the back area just below the elbow, and typically I'm going to apply that here with my head on the ground. And I see I'm hollowing out my body here to make room to pull this elbow into. There's also the Kimura. This is a great time to get wrist locks. So you have the Americana, straight arm lock, Kimura, wrist lock attack series on this arm while you're choking him here. So those are my favorite attacks in the top crucifix, and I hope you never have to use the MMA version of it.